everyone, this is Greyshot117 here, bringing you another COH2 replay brought to you by Sean. Thank you, Sean, for submitting this replay. And I believe, if I'm wrong, you said this is your brother, Fuzzy. Which immediately, as soon as I say that, I have flashbacks to a purple Mexican bear that is trying to teach me other languages. Mostly Spanish, but also Japanese, French, and a bunch of other stuff. I remember. Fuzzy. In any case, this is a 2v2 on Minsk Pocket with Kachi, which I'm assuming there's some words here that shouldn't be there. Or it should be there, but, you know, shouldn't as well. And Germajor. Or Germajor. Sure. Let's double check rank real quick. Like I said, 2v2. So it should be a nice close game with American and Soviet and a Vermont OKW. So about even with rank. So about equal play time. So we'll see how things go. This map is very interesting. It's weird. It's like 3 giant lanes. You have this lane up on the left. There's this forest area to kind of guard. Usually people will try to close out this area. I believe Relic actually patched in this way to get in to stop people from just camping the right. But on this side, same thing. Kind of even though you have trees, stuff like that, you can kind of choke point a lot of this area over. And once again, I think Relic opened up this forest area quite a bit. You know, they're like, maybe this isn't a good idea to have just 3 giant lanes. And then Red Ball Express came out, so what do I know? Anyway, so nice flank to overwhelm this MG, although coming from multiple directions, this MG trying to replace. Storm's trying to get down, but unfortunately Rifleman just tearing them apart. So nice job, Sean. Let's see right now. Well, just flanking in, going all over the place, trying to focus mid, but it looks like the Axis are pushing pretty well and actually grabbing the far right-hand side with its Kubel. So if it can get some nice territory, should be doing pretty well. But Frontline Rifleman doing one heck of a job. MG being placed. Will it hold him back? We shall find out. Rifleman pushing up. MG opening fire, causing suppression. Remember, if it's one unit, it actually will do a chain reaction and hit multiple units. Rifleman, this unit's probably going to be pinned. But this one managed to get around. And we have a penal group that got around too. Are you going to throw a satchel by chance? No, you're just going to murder that MG squad. And steal it. Nice job. And they're penal troops, so they should last a little longer, which should allow them to retreat. Once again, I love how that guy's firing point blank with a submachine gun, and it's just like, nah, that wouldn't kill someone close up. Once again, people in this game are, they're toy soldiers. You fire bullets into them, they're fine. They'll turn us. But if you get a flamethrower, it's game over. They just melt. They instantly melt and die. But it looks like if I had to say who's been gaining more victory in the past minute, I would absolutely say the Allies. The Allies have literally sucker punched Kachi, knocked out both MGs, and now he's pretty much in a sore spot. So he might rush up to light armor to kind of counteract the heavier infantry, because both Penal and Riflemen are stronger than Grenadiers and Volk squads. So Volk squads can get better if they get vetted, of course. Not trying to denounce that, but yeah. Wait, was that the Pioneer? Oh, he just lost the Pioneer squad to getting in the MG. That sucks. And he's just walking away. Retreat! Also, I like how you have the building gear. You know by time, I mean, oh wow, you just lost another squad. Shut off Steam, but apparently even my Xbox is still connected, even though my Xbox is off. Wonderful. Anyway, Volk squad's moving up. Managed to push back that squad right there. Looks like a blob tactic is what they're trying to hope. Mine's not a bad idea. We currently don't have any minesweepers, so that could be a big issue. We have a lieutenant going out, so what that means is very simple. With the lieutenant out, we actually have enough for a 50 cal machine gun, utility car, or an A half track. Honestly, one of the most underused things is utility car. Very good for supporting infantry, and I love the mine placement. You can just quickly drop a bunch of really powerful mines that can disable Panzer IVs and whatnot. It's wonderful. It's great. Anyway, that Volk squad stands no chance. They need an MG stat, but it looks like this MG is waiting for the medical before it will redistribute itself. But overall, looking at overall men, the Allies have clear advantage. And have actually started to take over the left-hand territory with its excess infantry. So if they can try to do that and regain the munitions, they should be fine. Because right now the Axis actually have a small key advantage in munitions. But fuel, it's relatively close, if not, again, more siding with the Axis. And not Axis, the Allies more as they capture more territory. Oh, Minesweeper. So, mines, not going to work. Very nice. Very nice job, Fuzzy. Very nice job. If you actually wanted to probably be a dick, put it like a demo on that point, because I guarantee they'll charge up. Sniper being deployed, because, man, if you suck at frontline infantry, the sniper with infantry combat is what you want to go. No, that's actually not even close, but we'll see if it survives longer than 10 seconds. MG being placed, sniper picking off the weakest infantry instead of the strongest infantry, but what am I saying? Sniper redeploying again with the penal stuff coming out on the flank. He's trying to reposition his infantry, counteract these guys. Does have a mortar. The mortar could get a nice hit, but I feel like a satchel is underway. And say goodbye to that MG, ladies and gentlemen. Nice hit. MG is down. Volk squad's moving up. Sniper's still there, getting a couple good hits. But yeah, these German players are just being pounded into the dirt this early in game. Again, I think that may just be because of the effects with the advent of the satchels that stick on vehicles and the PTR's rifles. Penals may be slightly overpowered, which is good that they're nerfing them. As a person who loves using the penal, I can understand that they are slightly overpowered right now. Ever so slightly. But I also have to come into term that if you focus, again, well, say goodbye to your sniper. Yeah, dude, yeah, retreats is a good term, I think. Also, armor-piercing rounds. Well, oh, wait, it blew up. Never mind. Never mind. You're going to have to get that thing ranked up again. And nice MG covering your flank. But, yeah, you need AT or something. And you don't have that. Best thing you have is that, but you need armor-piercing round stat. And you don't really have it as that thing's health gets annihilated. Very close. Very close. Two-thirds. Two-thirds way there. Alright, they're moving up troops, try to redistribute it. If he can live, if he can get a little bit more veterancy, he can get armor-piercing rounds. Come on, you can do it. I would also reinforce this guy, man. Satchel moving in. We also have that MG42 stolen, being held up by penal troops. Very nice. Yeah, the Axis are definitely being pushed back. We see here again, they're taking this with the Kubel and the rear echelon taken here. Ooh, I mean, they did go breakthrough. So Jerem can get some heavier infantry. We can see he did get a Sturm Officer for a nice little boost of nearby troops. So that's good. MG over here. Wait, how'd they... Oh, the Kubel died, right? Oh yeah, the Kubel got annihilated by this thing. So what do the Axis have to do if they need to counterattack? Well, right now they have to think of a way to counteract the heavy infantry. Now, I know... Oh, very nice, very nice. I know people don't necessarily like it, but mechanized. Go Stuka. I know people are like, ew, but I want to rush up for my armor. I feel like people haven't been using the Stuka as much, and the Stuka is something that you really need to just start hammering the big blobs. Because you can see here, he's blobbing, and also use, you know, to your advantage. We can see here we have a Sturm Officer here. Target that. The same thing with the Allies. Target their weaker stuff when they get down instead of trying to focus on everything, and you can really weaken them and cause a unit to die if he's not paying attention. And retreat. There we go. Officer still somehow survived. Oh, never mind. He died. Oh, he got brutalized. He's like, I will run around this hill. They will not see me. It's like, nope. Kubel going around, but the... Oh my god, are you serious? The Soviets are like, we have stolen German engineering. We shall win this war. I know I have a terrible accent, but whatever. Like, look, we have a Kubel. Run. That's hilarious. Anyway, for Ken Wiffer on up here with an MG, and again, arm-piercing rounds, very nice. One thing I'll also say is the fact the Allies currently have overall victory point dominance over the Axis, so that's also big. Pack gun moving up, looks like they're prepping for the armor, and Fuzzy is bringing the armor with armored assault. So if you're wondering, it brings an IS-2 and T-3045, so aka very powerful Soviet armor to the front. We also have that AA half-track still causing havoc. In this, by the way, this actually doctrine would be very good in this map, because if they try to push up through the mid, Yag Tiger will annihilate them. The flanks, you have to worry about them flanking the Yag, but as long as you place mines and far enough back with minesweepers would kind of be outpaced by the faster moving armor, then you should be fine. MG trying to hold him back, but alas, not working. You can see here that there's this little thing over the penal troops. That's actually mark unit. So what that does is make them weaker. So that way lighter stuff like the freaking Sturm officer's men can hurt it. Which is nice if you have one unit trying to flank. Now it looks like here, in the meantime, both squads have captured a lot of territory, which is going to help. I mean, we look at resources. The Allies are down, and the Axis are now gaining a little bit more advantage. Overall, as well, the Axis still have less men at this moment. So, as long as they can keep the resource value up on their side, it doesn't matter if they have less men, if they can get to better equipment faster. You can see here Kachi's doing that exact same thing. I'm assuming he's saving up for Battle Group Phase 2 or 3. Something along those lines gets to the heaviest armor. If I had to take a wild guess, I'm going for 3. That way he can get himself a Panther. Usually when you see a person with a couple hundred fuel, they're saving up for some big stuff. So, say goodbye to the Volk Squad. Once again, a little late to retreat. Oh, he's gonna die. Wow, runs through the forest. Managed to survive. I didn't even know you could run through that way. Huh. Once again, a fight in mid. MG moving up, but realizing that may not be the best idea. So let's move up further. Oh, god damn it. Idiot. Hey, armor-piercing guns would be great if you would survive. Anyway, Sturm Officer, once again, helping out near my allies with a Volk Squad, Sturm Officer, and even a goddamn pack gun moving up. We have a bunker going down. Pack gun should be able to hold back that AA. Well, AA half-track. Luke's coming in, actually can definitely pull back the AA half-track as long as it does a good flank. Penal troops, though, could throw a satchel. Could be an issue. He's getting up close. Don't stick on it. And, oh, very close. You can see him trying to throw it. He's trying to get close enough to throw it. But he's like, okay, screw it. We're going to throw it over here. And it might work. Well, at least it caused him to retreat. We have more bunkers being placed. We have a bunker over here. We have a bunker over here. And now we have a bunker right here. Why? Go figure. It's like, hey, shouldn't we make sure this bunker is not, you know, so close that they could just move up troops here and flank it? I mean, do we have anything guarding from a flank up here? Not really, no? Okay, also, thank you. I was like, and the demo? And goodbye, Pioneer Squad. Although, looks like they laid some teller mines here, so flank could be an issue. Very nice placement of these. Again, because just boom. It's like, oh, okay, it's clear. Boom. So, yeah, both sides using mines and demos very effectively. Luke's coming over here, just pushing back the infantry. And making sure they can hold this territory. Very, very cool. Again, Lieutenant's great, but you need to give them a bazooka. Luckily, he did. So, Sean was able to give him that bazooka team. Sean also had 1,000 manpower. So, we'll see what happens. And it looks like Kachi is saving up for a tank destroyer. So, it looks like we have 2 guys with heavy tank destroyers. I'll be very interested to see what type of doctrine Sean goes. If he goes Pershing, this literally would be tank destroyer versus Allied heavy armor. But we'll see how things play out. Because a Calliope could be good for taking out these positions. Or the Priest. But yeah, judging by actually him saving up so much, he's absolutely now saving for a tank destroyer. Which is a good and bad thing. I think light armor would be good in this scenario right now. But, and I'm actually kind of glad that they're upping the price for premium tanks. So that way, if you simply go for the elephant tank destroyer, it's going to be more costly to go for that than upgrading to the normal battle phase. Which makes sense. It's like if you're upgrading the better armor, sure you can call out the big guns, but it's going to cost you way more. A half-track opening fire, pushing them back. MGs managing to keep the allies at bay. There's literally this MG choke point in mid. Luckily, as you can see here, they didn't place it all that great. So there's this little edge he could go if he wanted to throw it. Although the Luke's is right there, so it's kind of holding them back. Again, the Luke's got armor can survive multiple shots from a half-track. A half-track, though, can't really survive multiple shots from a Luke's. Oh, shoot. Nice AT grenade. And a half-track might be able to use it. Yeah, see, those rounds are more extra potent. So they can penetrate the Luke's armor. But Luke's still doing one hell of a lot of damage. You can see here knocked out the main guns. We need to pull back. Bazooka team's opening fire. The Verkenwerfer pathfinding is causing it to have issues. And out of control, and there it goes. Verkenwerfer simply needed to move out of the way. Did not, and the Luke's died. We have a Jackson being deployed now with the Stuka also deployed. Very nice. This could be a big issue for the Allies again. Oh, look. So this is literally heavy armor versus tank destroyers. This is going to get interesting. MG killing that squad. Very nice. Looks like we have an AT gun using its artillery ability. Try to break them over here. Not bad. They have a nice grouping of troops, though. And the artillery ability will do a nice little bit. Hopefully push some of them back. Stuka opening fire, though. Hoping to cancel, I assume, the AT gun's artillery. And actually, it completely missed. It was actually going for the MG and the mortar, and he retreated fast enough to where, yeah, it did that. They're fine. Another MG. Wow. Jesus Christ. How many bunkers do you have? You have one bunker here, you have two, you have three, four? No. The one up here died, so you just have three. But you've been bunker spamming like crazy. Which I get. It's like, we need to hold back the Allies. That bunker spam with MGs, that's a great idea. Well, yes and no. It's a lot of munitions and manpower using. It is somewhat helping, because right now that you are pushing the Allies back. But once again, we look at overall army size. And we see right now that they have a smaller army. So I'm not saying that it's like a clear, definitive victory. The Japanese won against multiple Chinese assaults, even though they had less men. The Germans won against multiple Soviet assaults, even though they had less men. But over time, again, usually the bigger army wins, and that simply can be said with Germany. Actually, not Germany. Sorry. Let me change out the time. The United German Alliance in the 1870s against France. France had the bigger army at the time, but and they should have won. I think the reason why they didn't is because mobilization factor played a huge crucial role. I believe the Germans actually looked into the Civil War for actually how to the American Civil War for fast deployment. So yeah, that is not. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of countries didn't. Like France and Britain didn't really look at the Civil War for like engagements. If so, the Crimean War with the Soviets would have played out a little differently, just a bit. But I digress. Let me get back to my original statement. Because they were able to move faster, they were able to overwhelm the French. And there's a reason why France in World War I was so determined to kill Germany. Because against world expectations, Germany, or Prussia, leading other Germanic states, literally curb-stomped France and was able to knock them out like a death blow. And that death blow literally knocked France off the land arc. Because usually, France was always the biggest enemy to Britain. Britain and them had a big rivalry, although a lot of the times Britain usually held supreme, but France was always a close number 2. Well, Germany knocked out France, so up until the World War I, Germany became the world power on mainland Europe. And funny enough, actually, Germany wanted to be allies with a lot of German politicians and military advisors wanted to be allies with Britain, which is why they made such a huge navy and a huge army, which was really, like, I'm being honest, like, at the time, like, it would be very hard for like, a single power, like, just France versus Germany, or just Britain versus Germany, or even Austria-Hungary versus Germany to really go at it. Although Austria-Hungary had the 4th biggest infrastructure in the world at that time. Yeah, it goes to show it doesn't matter if your people aren't united. But anyway, because they the reason actually why France and Britain became allies, because A, they were closer, and B, Germans' own like political maneuvers actually caused issues. For example, there was a Morocco incident which Germany thought it would get closer to Britain, but they didn't. And then also, oh, very nice too, guys. Very nice hitting all those guys. But also a big one. This is the thing you don't do with Britain. They made a fleet, and it's like, oh, what's the big deal? They made a fleet that was supposed that they wanted to overtake the British, but the problem was the British seeing this was like, oh, these are our enemies. But even though Germany's like, hey, we just want to make an awesome fleet like you guys, and Britain's like, fuck that, you're trying to overwhelm us. So they had a policy bigger than all the 2 biggest fleets, which was I think America and Germany at the time, which was so costly to Britain that they almost went into a recession because of it. But still, they were they kept up their navy, so that way when World War I happened, Germany couldn't do anything. Although they still had a decent navy that could go toe to toe. And I think the only major naval battle, Germany gained a small advantage over the Britain. But Britain over long term was just able to annihilate the German fleet. Not direct fire, but just starving them out and waiting for them to Germany just collapse. Germany was always defensive with their fleets. But anyway, yeah. So it's a fun history knowledge if you don't know. Yeah. Oh, and here's the thing: Germany was giving payments to Russia. So I think by 1900, Germany and Russia were good friends. But then the new German high command guys like, fuck that, we don't need to pay the Russians. And the Russians were like, hey, France, you want to be good pals? And France like, absolutely. Because Germany, the old guy was like, we can't have a 2-front war. That's not going to work. So the new guy's like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Anyway, so I'm seeing a rapid deployment of Rangers, which is actually helping turn the tide with heavier infantry. We can see here also army-wise that the Wehrmacht are having a lot of issues. They're just losing a lot of the individual engagements just with infantry. And the Rangers are really helping with that. It's very nice. And we have Fuzzy with his penal troops, which have gained a lot of veterancy in the meantime. We also have a T-30-45, which was deployed in while I was going over some history. Hasn't been able to really break through, but as you can see, it's gotten quite a few kills, which definitely helps. We can see here the Allies are just winning a lot of key engagements around the smaller area. They're not going up in this middle area. They can't really engage all that AT and MG fire and stuff like that. I love how they have a freaking bunker behind a bunker next to a Panzer headquarters. Yeah, sure. Explosive rounds, very nicely done. But let's see, Star Artillery is coming in at this key position, so could be an issue for Sean's forces if artillery just starts coming in. Sherman trying to open fire at these guys. No, where's your... First off, I love how that was able to kill the MG, but where the heck is your AT? How do you think that's going to work against that? Wait, you think keep engaging and that'll work? Well, Star Artillery will typically hurt this area, not exactly a lot over here. Stuka kind of missing the target. Armor moving back, and the Jackson took some hits. Oh, that was a nice hit on the half track. But overall, not that they just pulled back. We have looks like some Katyusha fire coming in. Not too much. Not doing too bad. Oh, by the way, if you want a more in-depth history about like during that stuff like Britain, France, or Germany during those times, the Great War Channel is always good. Or there's a lot of like simple history that go into a lot of interesting detail about a lot of older European countries, which actually which again lays the foundation of how certain things happened. But very nice. So managed to capture this left-hand territory, though. Oh boy, we got an elephant, and look at that! Look how much fuel he has. He easily could have deployed in the meantime a Panther that really helped, or a Panzer IV, a Brumbar, something else but an elephant. But lo and behold, he got an elephant. This guy's getting a Panther because he realized, oh, we have a tank destroyer? Okay, then I'll switch to something else. This elephant, though, doesn't have the scope, so it absolutely needs sight from other forces. Like, this elephant needs other units to be its eyes, so we can see far and snipe the armor. But, oh man, can this thing shoot far. So, we'll see how well the elephant does. Throwing grenades into the pot, fire grenades. Oh, nice kill on the penal troops. So that was actually good engagement. And we get some propaganda came down and forcing me to retreat. Very cool indeed. Oh, nice shot. Very nice shot. But the elephant opening fire on that Sherman was able to pop it open quite a bit. Now, one more shot could kill it, but it looks like it's out of range. Now, you're moving up the elephant a little. You're telling it to focus on infantry. That's great. Yeah, tell the tank destroyer to focus on infantry. I'm sure that's going to work really well. Katusha opening fire at mid, trying to break all this up. They need engineers to come repair this stuff, because they're all getting really weak right now. If this breaks, middle's going to fall very quickly. Another, oh, of course, bunker over here. Pack guns out of mid. Now the elephant's really... Well, they have a panther now, so that and the elephant... What is with this bunker? Like, yes, we're going to have it face mostly the woods, which they can't come from, and barely this point. You see how this bunker just placement would have been better if you turned it slightly to the right? My cat is so worried. My cat is like, what's wrong? What's wrong, Greyshot? Yeah, now she just meowed. Okay, decent idea for a Stuka, but kind of missed the marks a little bit. Anyway, you're stuck from that bunker as well. Penal troops coming in from behind could throw a satchel on it. Yep, threw it. If you don't know, if they throw it and it kind of falls into it, they'll kind of hit it. So yeah, I expect this panther to die. Bunker, man, did a great job at defending that panther. Blocking shots, one more shot, MG. So opening, suppressive fire. What is this? This one's not as bad, but could be a little more left to guard each point. Hey, dude, keep falling back, because that Verkenwerfer is now trying to open fire on you. And you're firing at it, so it can definitely fire at you. Wow, that's a really nice bounce. Big allied push on the left. Elephant guarding mid. Dude, engineers! Did you just deploy a Jagdtiger? I swear to God. No, you didn't. Alright. I was like, how the hell did you deploy it anyway with that so limited fuel? But no, he can now deploy it. Wow, it's decrewed. Sean was like, that thing will freaking die. It has to. Wow. Still, what the fuck's this Stuka there? It's like, man, the panther just died next to me. Let's keep it right there. That's a great idea. Oh my God, and now they stole the panther. That is awesome. Elephant, though, coming in angry, annoyed that they will not send engineer squads to heal anything in mid. And it's like, I need to vent my frustration. Let's flank. Command tank coming in to kill the panther, but Jackson is like, I'm sorry, you said what, mate? But nice flank on the elephant. Could get some nice hits. Ooh, nice shot on the Sherman. Now, if you could just keep up the firepower and knock out that Jackson, you could really, like, do something. Oh, wait. Are you fire? Oh, damn. Do all those squads have, bazooka teams? Is that Jackson literally just gonna flank you? I'm assuming they're gonna send additional armor. Yep, AT gun moving in now. Jackson, oh, being lit upon by the Verkenwerfer. Elephant still falling back. Nice shot. I'm assuming you did the special rounds. Please tell me. Yep, you did the special extra armor piercing rounds. Storming strike also coming in. Hurt some men. And yeah, there goes the Germans' hopes and dreams. Because I'm looking at Fuzzy right now, and Fuzzy just deployed an IS-2. So without something substantial, and the fact you just literally deployed a freaking Luke's as your idea to push back that armor, yeah, you're in a bad position. I don't mind the Luke's if, and I mean this honestly, if you using it to deploy around enemy lines to kill Katyushas. Luke's are very good for sneaking, being very fast, and just going around killing our light artillery units, etc. But in this choke point map, it's gonna be very hard, and then with no additional armor, yeah, you're gonna have some issues. IS-2 just clearing the way, pushing up. And now we have a Pershing on the field as well. So we have Pershing and Elephant, and with the Germans with no suitable armor to fight it. Oh boy. I'm just looking. Are you placing mines? No, you're placing a fuel cache. It's like, we need this now. AT gun trying to open fire, but they both have heavy armor, so one pack gun's gonna have a lot of issues. They're just trying to recruit as many AT guns as possible. But now the infantry's moving in. You really don't have anything to push that. Oh, we still have the MG bunker. My bad. You have the other one? No, the other one died too. So really, not so much. I mean, this thing is crippled a little bit, but yeah, this thing's gonna move back fast enough, and also they have enough firepower that your pack guns won't live. I like how he's like, let's move up. It's like, do you see this? Do you see the blobs? I know you're trying to kill that, but this is like the last-ditch sacrifice where, oh god, was it? It was World War II that the air campaign over. It was 1944, and the Allies launched a campaign over Berlin. It was very costly for the Allies. Oh, nice satchel. Oh wow, almost a triple with that satchel. But it was very costly for the Allies, but Germany was so arrogant and so idiotic that, like, let's bomb Britain again. And the Germans lost a massive air campaign into Britain. And that was and then I think that was like May 1944 was the last time German bombers flew over Britain for a bombing campaign. But it sacrificed a lot of their bombers and stuff like that at the time that they didn't have for D-Day. So because they were like, revenge, bitch, it's like, sir, the Allies are hitting us on Normandy. They're like, just send the bombers. Like, we lost all those bombers when you did that air campaign. It's like, shit. That's one of the reasons why the Luftwaffe wasn't there on D-Day all that much. Because they literally lost a lot of their air force a month prior. Also, kind of helps is the Soviets. Most of them were trying to hold back the Soviets at all costs because they're like, yeah, we need to hold these guys back. So Jackson and Pershing trying to push them back. Luke's trying to hold back the infantry at all costs with Verkenwerfer's there, but simply not working. I'm assuming you're saving up for an elephant. Oh, yeah, Panzerwerfer. Oh, good. I'm glad you finally got some other armor other than this. But who knows? In a minute, you could deploy. Alright. Or not. I guess it's just at this point, you're like, well, we're fucked. Hey, at least the Luke's killed that, right? So, congratulations. You killed one penal troop. Too bad they literally have a larger army than you two combined. Not only does Sean have a bigger army than you two combined, he has a bigger army than you two combined times 3. So yeah, the Allies are just curb stomping the Germans. And actually, I could kind of fast forward through this part because really there's not much left. I'm keeping an eye out in case they deploy like a Gag Tiger or something, but right now they really have no armor or anything. Nice Panzerwerfer doing a little bit of damage, but not all that much. Yeah, at this point, I think they're saving up for the big guns. It's like, all right, let's get tank destroyers hidden in our base. Maybe. Come on, deploy. You know you want to. There it goes. Elephant now opening fire on armor, but again, no additional infantry, so they can just bring up their own pack guns to push them back. Yag Tiger as well moving up. Jackson coming on the flank. I don't think they realize about so many. Oh, hello. Pershing's like, I'm backing the fuck up. And I don't blame it. Actually, what's bigger, the elephant or the Yag? I think the... Oh, wow, look at that scary face. It's like, grr, bitch. They look about even, honestly. Although I think no. I think the elephant might have a slight edge. It's hard to tell. They both look about the same size. I'm trying to get a size comparison. Probably Google it later or whatever. Anyway, without any additional infantry support, the Jagdtiger can't use its range, and these AT guns can open fire, so they really don't have to worry. They can just have literally the AT deal with it. Now, you need infantry to move up if you're going to do anything. Now, you have a little bit of time, before you get annihilated. Also, you could use explosive rounds once you get Vet 1, which is going to be a bit of time. So there's that. We have a recon deployed, so I guess they're trying to find armor. And last-ditch assault. Once again, just like Germany in World War II, their focus on heavy armor did not help them win the game. And just like in real life, it will probably not help them in this scenario. Why? Because they have big, bulky units against multiple fast attack vehicles. Well, yes, this thing is better than everything else on the field. Everything else on the field easily trumps this. It's like, sure, let's have Mike Tyson fight. Is Mike Tyson one of the best fighters of all time? Yes. Or could Bruce Lee? Is he one of the best fighters of all time? Yes. But if you get, we'll say, I don't know, 50 people, and you just have them rush either Mike Tyson or Bruce Lee together around them, just in a mob, just utterly just rush them. It doesn't matter how good of a fighter they are, they're going down. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. It's cool in action movies or like Batman where he's flipping around and taking out people left and right. But if you have enough people, it's gonna... I don't think they're gonna start. What the hell is this guy doing? It's like, yes, let's charge. Let's show our rear armor to not only the AT guns, the penals, and the IS-2. But let's try to take on the Pershing head on. Just genius gameplay. Jagdtiger coming around the flank. Or really, I think it's just straight on at this point. Pershing just pulling back. He's like, I'm just gonna pull. I don't need to engage. Yeah, that was a terrible engagement for that group. Why you would even try that, I don't even know. Wait, what? Oh my god, really? Actually, in World War II, both the Allies and the Axis had a large supply of stolen vehicles on each side, because vehicles would break down. So I believe, like, what was it? So the Battle of the Bulge, you have a bunch of German armor that was left behind. During the Africa campaign, a tiger broke down. So that's how the Allies got in possession of a Tiger that they had on standby. God, I'm trying to think of other scenarios. I think the Allies had a lot, and the Germans had a lot of Italian armor that when Italy surrendered, just either Germany took it or the Allies took it, be like, oh, okay, we can use some of this. Wow, and this is why, again, their tank destroyer, while very powerful, is also has a weakness. It has a streak gun. IS-2 can move and turn its turret. I love how it's going in the same position the Elephant was. And it's fighting the Lukes. It's like, we must kill that. They cannot hold our armor. Yeah, let's not hit the Jackson and everything else. Anyway, extra armor piercing rounds activated by the Jackson, trying to kill it. Missing, because again, it needs to kind of hold still. Panzerfaust on the Jackson, but a Pershing's coming in. Tree flying overhead, trying to go in for that death blow. We have some type of airstrike coming in. I'm assuming a Sturmovik strike. Jackson still opening fire. Can the Jagdtiger kill the IS-2? Oh, bounce! Oh, it's still backing up. Oh, and the IS-2 gets the final blow. And the Pershing just runs over the carcass and kills the Panzerwerfer. Because why not? He's like, America. The American crew in there is like just singing, America, fuck yeah. Even the Soviets like, but we got the kill. It's like it's like one of those reports where it's like, man, did you see how much America did in World War II? And actually, it's like now it's like more people believe that America was like America won the war absolutely, like 100% by itself. And it's just like, you know, in 1950 when polled, most Americans believed that the Soviets were the reason why the Germans lost. And it's like, oh, why would they believe that? It's because the Soviets and the Germans, 80% of German casualties were on that side. Battle of the Bulge was the worst casualty that Americans did, and that was that. And this when was it Stalin heard about that battle? He's like, what? I lose that many men in a day. So yeah. That doesn't mean that America hadn't played no part. Absolutely, America helped win the war. But when fighting on the combat, there was definitely more the casualties east of Germany than on the western front. There's also a reason why when Germany was pretty much being captured by the Allies, a lot of any person who they could would surrender themselves west, not east, because they were afraid of their what the Soviets would do to them. And to be fair, they had a very good point that the Germans treated the Soviet people and pretty much any person of Polish or Jewish or Slavic descent just terribly. So it's like, is that a little bit socialist? A little bit, but it's also that moral thing where it's like, we are better than that. But I understand anger and rage and revenge. GG, guys. Yeah, I would say GG. So what did the Allies do that the Axis didn't? Well, once again, unit preservation, the Axis didn't really have a lot of. They relied more on stack defenses, which didn't work. They also didn't heal said stack defenses. The Allies had more mobile stuff. The Axis really didn't. They also didn't really deploy armor earlier, which was a big issue. Their movement could have been better. Again, I saw a lot of issues where the pathfinding just screwed them with the Lukes and the Panther, and then their deployment of armor was just really weird in artillery. It's like they kept their artillery very close to the front, which was a death blow, and then the Jagdtiger and the Elephant both just got sucker punched by the IS-2 and the Pershing. Also, this Jackson, I have to say, very nice job for, again, getting quite a few great hits on both the Panther and also the Elephant, even the Jag too. So yeah, overall damage Sean got more with the Jackson. I can definitely believe that. Although we don't forget about the penal troops who had great satchel charges all around. So nice job, Fuzzy. But very close on kills. The enemy team, German Major got more damage and Koch got more kills. Kills because of the MG and stuff like that. Damage, I'm assuming, because of the Panther, Stuka, and the Jagdtiger that lasted way longer than both Elephants. But yeah, that was terrible gameplay with the how you're supposed to deploy an Elephant. Yeah, you don't charge it like a frontline battle tank like an IS-2 or Pershing. That's not what it's meant to do. It's meant to hold back and fire at incoming armor. But in any case, that's game on. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. But this has been Greyshot17, and I will see you all next time.